What is up guys, it's Cal, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the battle pet Roland. He's a rat with a chef's hat and cheese in his hand, kind of Ratatouille style. Now getting this pet is hidden behind, it's like a secret. It's not really a secret anymore, but regardless it isn't too hard to actually get him. The only prerequisite to getting this is that you need at least 50 Dragon Isles cooking. So that's it, just 50 skill in Dragon Isles cooking. So anyways, let's get started. So to get this pet, you'll need to gather an assortment of cheeses around Azeroth. You can buy these cheeses off the auction house, but just in case scalpers are a thing, I'll show the vendor locations of them as well. The first cheese to get is the fine aged cheddar from a cheese vendor. And there are plenty of places to purchase this, but as Alliance I went into the cheese shop in Stormwind and spoke to Ben Triaz. If you're Horde, you can speak to Milwana in Orgrimmar. She's an innkeeper, Torrent in the Valley of Wisdom. Now, this is important. If your cooking skill in the Dragon Isles is 100, you just need to purchase like 70 cheeses. Don't do what I did and only purchase 50. I noticed that later on. Now if your Dragon Isles cooking skill is less than 100 but more than 50, then purchase like 85 of them just to be safe. This is because at the end you'll need to use these cheeses to make a bunch of portions of another cheese, but if your cooking skill is less than 100, it looks like you only create 4 of the cheeses at a time, whereas at 100 you create 5 at a time, and more about that later. Since you're probably in a major city, you can go ahead and purchase gold bars from the auction house. Now once again, if your Dragon Isles cooking is 100, then purchase 10 of them, but if it's less, then purchase 13 of them. The next cheese is the spicy sharp cheddar. The only vendor that sells this is at Thunder Totem in High Mountain on the Broken Isles. If your Dragon Isles cooking is 100, then purchase 20 of them, but if it's less, then purchase 26. Then the final cheese to purchase is the Zocalo cheddar, which is purchased on either Kul Tiras or Zandalar. Now this is an easy cheese to purchase as Horde, since just about every innkeeper sells it, but if you're Alliance, you're going to want to come to Drustvar on Kul Tiras to any port. It's the port on the left side of the zone, and speak to this neutral NPC here, Zunzun, and buy the Zocalo cheddar. At 100 cooking, buy 10 of them, less than that, buy 13. Now that you've collected all of the cheese, you're going to want to head to the Zarlek Caverns to the North Flight Point Obsidian Rest. Go inside the building and take a right, and in one of the boxes you'll see a squeaking Swiss that you can interact with. This will put the recipe rat in your inventory. So now what you've got to do is just click on him every 5 minutes. He has a 5-minute cooldown, and he'll give you ripped recipe scraps, which you need 30 of. Each time you click him, he'll give you between 2 and 4. You might get lucky and get 7 scraps in a click. This process takes close to 45 minutes. Now this rat in your inventory will actually eat 1 fine aged cheddar every 3 minutes. Don't worry, this is why we bought extra. So 20 of the fine aged cheddar you have is used for this buffer. If you're clicking the rat every 5 minutes, it shouldn't use all 20, but we got that much just in case. So now that you have 30 scraps, click on them and you'll get a charitable cheddar recipe, and then click on it to learn it. Now this is where you use all the cheese you have to make your charitable cheddar, which you want to make a total of 50 of. Now my Dragon Isles cooking was 87 when I did this, so that is how I found out that I was actually making 4 per serving and not the 5 that it says. So I broke open my auction house mount to buy the remaining cheese that I already told you all about, and luckily the prices weren't high at all on it. So now you have your 50 charitable cheeses. So now what? Well, you want to find rats around Azeroth and use your cheese on them, and you have to do it a total of 50 times. I found the best farming area for this was in Terrisfall Glades. I got this done in less than 20 minutes. Now if you do find a lot of people are here farming the rats as well, you can also try out the Dalaran Crater in Hillsbrad. This also seems to be a good spot. So some things about this portion of the chain. When you feed a rat a piece of cheese, he will get a 60-minute debuff and he'll just follow you. This means literally nothing. It's just for aesthetics, because only 5 rats can follow you at a time, so when you feed the 6th rat a piece of cheese, 1 will disappear. Once again, this doesn't mean anything. You don't need to get 50 rats to follow you or whatever. I'm just mentioning this so people don't freak out that the rats are running away. This also does not need to be done in an hour, and if you engage in combat to the 5 rats that were following you, they just disappear. Once again, that's okay. Also, battle pets do not work, so creating a targeting macro for rats might not be the best thing since that can target battle pets. The name of the mob just has to be rat, cannot be a battle pet, and you just want to fly relatively close to the ground so you can see them easily. If you're scouring Terrestrial Glades like I am, don't forget to check out the Undead starting area. I got like my last 20 rats in 5 minutes there. So once you've fed 50 rats cheese, you'll be awarded the achievement, the Gift of Cheese, and Roland will automatically go into your pet journal. And that's it. That's how you get Roland the rat. If this video is helpful at all to you, feel free to leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next video.